Yes, dear destinies, how are we, guys? We are back with another video. This video is quite not uh, spectacular, but it is a video where or a video where we go through some trades that I did take. We go through some mistakes that I also did, and as always, the thought process behind every trade. We need to understand. We need to always understand the reason why you take a trade. So you have a if it's a so you can always go back and see if there is some patterns in your trading with your own decision makings. If you find a reason and that reason is not working, then you need to change that. So you always need a bias. You always need to a understanding of when you want to take the trade, why you want to take the trade. So yeah, uh, this week has been quite hectic. What I mean is that I have been on the right side all the time, but price has either left us, and you guys can go back to that week analysis that I released. I think a couple of days ago. I think it was during Sunday or Saturday. And yeah, and I did say that, for example, that I was bullish on USD CAD. Let's look. We can. Here I was bullish on EUR/JPY. Here, as you guys can see, I was bullish on the DXY, and yeah, I was bearish on Euro. Yeah, until this area, um, it did not come all the way, and yeah, I was bearish on G. I wasn't as bearish on GU as I was on Euro though, and the reason why is that is because we did see this head and shoulder pattern. Retest, and we push down. But let's go through the trades that I did take, and we'll start with some pound pairs, and the two pairs that I'm not in any trades. I have lost quite a lot of money this week, even though I have been on the right side for multiple times, except for the gold. And I will do the gold last. Okay, so we'll start with the two pairs that I did have the same bias on, but one of them I did close early, and the other one I I was more sure that it would go up. And yeah, as you guys can see, I have been bullish on GA. I have been bullish on GBP CAD. So these are the two pairs that I have been actively trading. Yeah, these days. And GBP CAD was one trade that I held over weekend. So I was up. I did take a long from here up here, and then what happened when the weekend opened. So let's do like this. So I had taken a long position on GBP CAD, and I was up around I was up around $150 at the top, I do think. And then what price did was that it opened down. I thought that it would open up to our TP. The full TP was these highs, but this was TP1. But what price did was that it opened up lower and it came down here. It took this low out and then it pushed up. And then what price did was that we formed a swing high. This is the H1 time frame. We formed a swing high. So this trade was that trade was it took me out on a break even, and then price pushed up, made this shift, and when you see this shift, you often think like, okay, it's about to go up. And the only reason why I was bullish on this was because I still noted that we had a lot of buy side liquidity, But what we also did have, So what I did was, what price did was we took out this swing high, right? We took out this swing high. So you see what it's saying here, but we took out this swing high. We pushed up. We did a retrace. I entered a long position at this level, stop loss at this level, and then when price just went up and down, I noticed that we still had liquidity below here, which I did not like, because in my mind I could see that we take out all of this liquidity and then we could make this push up, right? So what I did before we entered the new day, so around here, what I did was I closed the trade so we could avoid the commission fee. So I closed the trade before we were entering a new day on the trading account. So this is for me 17. So this is a new day. So what happened was I did close, and the only reason why I did close is because I noticed that we still had this low intact. We had these lows intact. We even had this low intact, right? So I did close it. So, but what did price do? It got a massive push up during London, and it just continued upwards. So this was the trade that I closed manually, right? So it did not hit my stop loss or anything. I did close manually with a drawdown of $20. So my account was at 500. It is currently at 80, and that is just the truth. I am currently down $420 on this account, but the goal is to get it back to 500 at least, and then we started. The funny part is that I'm not nervous at all, because I have come to a level, to a mentality point where I'm not invested in my money in that way. It doesn't mean that I'm gambling, not at all, but I go with the mindset that if I'm losing, I'm losing. I won't win every trade, but in the end, you want to win more than you lose, and you want to have a bullish risk management, right? So what price did was that eventually pushed up without me, because I closed the trade. And but if price were to come back to these levels tomorrow or anything like that, I am definitely looking for continuation upwards, like a long position. We have this CB inverse fair value gap. We could go back here But I do think that this low will be respected. I do think that we won't get any further down than this, and we will just continue upwards. And the second trade that I did take was GBP AUD. And the reason why I took this trade is because this is the Wanda, so I don't know how it looks on other brokers, but on a Wanda we do have the swing low, the swing high, and we do have all of these low, low, low. I had drawn out this like trend line liquidity, so there's a high chance that we could break below, take out all this liquidity, which I really think we will do. But the reason you can also see my Fibonacci is a bearish Fibonacci from this high to this low. I really do think that these lows will be taken out. The reason why when price did push down here, so price opened up here, right? So this is the week ended here. We jumped down here also, like we did on GBP CAD. So when price went down here and eventually pushed up to this gap, right? So around this level, I was like, okay, we will come back to this gray area, and then we will eventually push up to take out these highs, right? So this is working like an internal structure point. And eventually from there, we could see a massive drop once again to take out all this liquidity, because we have taken out all of this buy side liquidity. And then we saw this massive drop, right? So what price did was that we did indeed get a small reaction, and then price eventually pushed down. So I did hold this a little bit further, but even this, I managed this quite well because I did close it manually too. Once I understood that price is not ready to go up, and when I also saw that GB CAD pushed up and I didn't see this pair pushing up, I understood that okay, it doesn't have that strength to keep going up, right? So what price did was, so when I understood that price failed to respect this low, or this zone, and we keep melting down, somewhere around here I did close manually. So I think it was around this level. So I closed manually, and then I honestly thought that we would come down here, but price has once again pushed up to this level. So there is a high chance. And when we also see this GBP CAD, that there is a pound news. There's a high chance that we could push up like we did with to take out these highs. And this is the same bias that I also have here on GBP CAD, because I don't see GBP CAD going below these lows. I really do think that we respect this range, right? So let's remove 2. So I really do think that we will respect these lows. and going up to these levels, to this buy side liquidity, right? But if price is getting back to this zone, um, like to this zone, I could definitely look for longs. We could either play it safe. I don't think it would go that deep. So either like this kind of move, the best scenario for me with GBCAD is that we are entering these levels before the news are kicking in, right? So if we are in this area before news kicking in, then we could anticipate price pushing up. That is my honest view. And then we can also anticipate GBP/AUD to have that same bullish reaction until this area at least, or even higher, and then we could see a drop, right? Let's see if we have an imbalance on the daily, which we don't. We do have this level, which is not tagged in yet. Yeah. So this I did close manually at this level, so I managed it quite good. If price were to come back to this, I won't trade GA honestly, because there's a chance that it could also drop. But if we are seeing, this is definitely the move for me with GA. If I were to take a long, it would be to come back here, then we could see a long position. But my focus on GBP/CAD, so yeah. Yeah, let's wait and see. And last but not least, we do have EUR/JPY. I'm also looking for shorts on EUR/JPY to this gray area at least. This is the daily busy. We could go down even further down to at least this area. Then I am anticipating higher prices. I really am. Yeah. This is looking very bullish for me. Pam. But we need to wait and see, because we have taken out some serious buy side liquidity above here, and we need to wait and see how price is respecting these lows. But I like the fact that we did take out sell side first before pushing up, so that means that we have done some serious liquidity rate, right? But yeah, let's go to gold. And gold, I did lose on this trade too, and I was overall bearish on gold. You will see my trade. Yeah, you will see my Fibonacci. So this play is the same play that I had on GBP/AUD, and that is the fact that we are in a downtrend, but we have internal structure points with this low, with these highs, same highs. Wait a second. So uh, we are in a H4 bearish range, and this is same as a GA. We have sell side liquidity, but we want to come up maybe even higher before pushing down, right? So what I did see on the gold is it's how do you say? It's reminding of the GBP AUD trade, where we do have internal structure point. We have equal highs. So I did think that okay, once we did take out this low, we could see eventually push up, and then we did take out. So I took a long once we took out sell side liquidity. We took out the Asian low. We saw that we are starting to create a M30 bullish structure. So I had a long position from this area. I had my stop loss there, and my first initial target was these highs, and eventually also this 50% point on the Fibonacci. And if we go down to the M5, we'll see what I'm meaning. And then once we did see the structure point, we saw that we were what? We were consolidating. Price pushed up. In that case, I did not see it as a liquidity rate, because I was like, okay, we are more than likely going to go up to that basic liquidity. So I had a bullish bias. And then when I saw this push up after consolidation, I thought that okay, now we are ready to come back to consolidation, to respect it, and then continue upside. But I did mark up this this gray area. And I took a second trade at this point. So, and I was like, okay, now price is more than likely going to go up. And this trade I did lose quite a lot. I lost $100 today on just gold, and that is psychologically. This is definitely combined with me missing all of my trades that I had noted out before. I was correct on like I think 8 of 10 trades, the direction, but I missed the trades. Just like US30, I will show you guys now also. So yeah, so this trade I did lose, and then price just plummeted. It just melted aggressively. This gray area is the zone that you will probably go down to. Yeah, and so that's a big loss on gold. I should not trade gold. US30 is also going to melt, I really do think, to this gap. So I really do think that that US30 Dow Jones, that it will melt to this area. We do have this CB, or sorry, yeah, this imbalance on the M30. On the M5 we have equal lows, so we'll just need to wait and see how far down we could go. But yeah, we should go down to that gap, and then we could anticipate a higher reaction from that. Yeah. So I'm not in any trades today, or at this moment. We just have to wait and see what it wants to do. But I really do think that price will now eventually push up and then push down. Okay. Good, guys. That's for me, guys. Not perhaps too long, but I wanted just to give you an update on how the trading account is going, and the thought process, as always, behind every trade. Okay, guys. Good. Take care. I'll see you guys soon.